Chill stream today. Chill stream today. It's your boy G, along with Alec. Another good episode of 1600. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Uh, uh,
What? What?
I was still worn out from that All Star game. Not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. Happy Mac History Month to everybody that's celebrating. Great things going on. All Star Saturday just went down. We're going to be getting you guys a little preview of the All Star game that's going to be going down in a few minutes. Thank you for tapping in. Follow every sports report on all platforms. Make sure you show love to the show. A lot of great stuff going on there, of course. And Alex, you check out any of All Star weekend yesterday with all the dunk contests and all that?
Yeah, I saw. I guess I saw the tail end of the skills challenge, and then I saw the full 3-point shootout dunk contest. What do I want to say? Listen. Mac put on a show that was great.
Appreciate that.
There was a little bit of theatrics, Jalen had to do something with the left hand. He brought out the Michael Jackson glove.
We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
But the actual like performance in the dunk contest beyond Mac, like it wasn't very hype to be. And there was discussion between like Kenny and which is a whole other topic, Kenny Smith on the mic. But there was discussion between Kenny and Reggie Miller, like what should be the final contest, the dunk contest or the 3-point shootout. In terms of how this went and how the last couple years have gone, maybe the 3-point shootout should be last. I think that probably was the better contest once again.
I think what's interesting, and we're bouncing around, I have a couple of thoughts I want to share with that. Maybe we keep the same format, but now that they added in this extra shooting contest between Steph and Sabrina, or they're going to add in some variations of Steph and a teammate and Sabrina and a teammate, you maybe go 3-point contest, dunk contest, and then you end on the one-on-one with 3-point
back and forth.
There, maybe go back and forth. Some kind of way. Maybe people be worn out. They could test it out for sure. But yeah, I think there's better ways to pace the All-Star Saturday for sure now as things go along. Also, people have now been saying for a couple of times now they want a one-on-one tournament or something of the sort. I think that would be great as we see how creative guys are in the league right now, and all those shifty guys are in the league, and the handle definitely has improved across the board. Seeing how guys are going to be able to take advantage of that in situations like the All-Star game will be a fun thing to see. So yeah, I definitely think they should add that in some way as well. And hopefully they make some adjustments because the last few have kind of been dry. I guess the other point I'll say with that real quick is just that while they have been dry, I also feel like that partially is a result of, I don't want to say age, but for the ones like us who've been watching for a long time and are just kind of used to how things go, like because it is something we've seen so many times, it's hard to impress us. And yes, there have been a few times where we had the Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon dunk contest and all of that, which have been helpful for the ones that have been around for a long while. We also want to continue to bring new eyes to the sport as well. There's still new eyes, which is part of why the NBA keeps trying to advance things forward. They keep on trying to bring in individual one-on-one shooting contests, things of the sort of the court, which was debatable for some folks, but I didn't mind it. Actually, I thought it was cool. And trying to continue to bring in new eyes. Some of the old folks that are in the sport that have been around for so long, and the complaining that we do every time the All-Star Weekend comes around, I think it kind of wears on itself. Just to say that I actually did enjoy a lot of what went down during Saturday. Like I thought the skills competition was pretty fun, actually. I thought the 3-point contest was good, but it seemed like the commentators were like, here we go again, and kind of dry about it. And a lot of the Twitter comments were like, it's another 3-point contest, whatever. So it's like a lot of the folks that we're supposed to be helping viewers like really get hyped for the events. We're like, I don't care for this shit. So yeah, I think it's just
some of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think this has got to be a reset in mentality about this weekend, remembering what it's for. And yes, we may have been around for a long while and seen things happen plenty of times before, but we got to try to just bring the hype back. I think that the hype is missing for a lot of these events, especially the dunk contest, which is part of why it may no longer be the last event on Saturday night. So definitely something that needs to be addressed there. Any thought on that?
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's definite better dunk contest years than others, like from what we've
Uh-huh.
seen. Like you mentioned, like some of the standouts that we've had recently, like in 2016 with Levine and Gordon. So like it is possible. I think part of the reason is that it hasn't been as hype or as exciting as previous years is um, to some extent, like you said, like there's the like we've seen it all, but to that point, like we're missing some creativity, like from the dunkers in a
I
sense.
would go to that actually. I see a lot of that take, and yes, I get it because we now see we're in the world of TikTok and all this stuff, and we can see dunkers around the world doing all kinds of new stuff. It's not about being the best dunker in the world. That's not what the goal is
Right.
for, or not in my head. That shouldn't what the goal is. The goal is you guys are the best high flyers in the game. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be Zion. You're supposed to be Ja. You're supposed to be Anthony Edwards. All the guys we see every night dunking the ball. So if you come out here and just bring the same intensity that you do during the games to the dunk contest, we'll be satisfied. You don't have to come out here and do a 360 cartwheel and all kind of stuff. Yes, you want to go out and compete a little bit and want to be the best dunker amongst the group, but I think the need for creativity actually made the competition lose itself because now you start comparing yourself to who is truly the most creative of the bunch when it should just be the All-Star Weekend is supposed to celebrate the top athletes. Here are the top dunkers in the game. They're going to come out and put some good dunks on for us. And if they're the best, then they're the best. But we only need them to be the through the leg, behind the back twist. It's like just show us what you do in game a little bit more individually on this stage. So I think that has gotten lost in this, and that could help bring stars back potentially.
Strong disagree. Strong
Really,
disagree. I think the dunk contest is all about creativity. I agree with the intensity
all about
level.
creativity. Then take the NBA guys away. Just grab the 4 best dunkers and throw them out there. But it's not about that. All Star Weekend is about
I
all
mean,
stars. It's supposed
honestly,
to be we're supposed
would
to
love
highlight
to
all
see
the
it.
best guys in the game.
Would
People
love
turn
to
on
see
their
it.
highlights every night, and they see Zion dunking and jumping over guys. They see Anthony
Yeah.
Job going all the way back and jamming on folks, or back in the older
Almost dunking on people.
you know,
Yeah.
almost whatever. But we saw guys doing that. So if you come out and do some, just that, just on that stage, we'll take it and be happy. I
That's the
think
issue. That's the issue. Like
hard people have.
even you have complained about guys doing in-game dunks, like in the dunk. Jalen Brown, half his dunks were like in-game type dunks, and it wasn't like thrilling at all.
My issue with him is that they were very dry. Like they weren't, even though they were in
Yeah.
game dunks, like they were. He didn't add any the hype. There was no hype around it either, and he did it and dunked, and then it was just a Kawhi face. I think if folks actually were just wanted to celebrate these guys and let them go out there and just put on a somewhat of a show for us, it would be that it would be more entertaining than what it's
Listen,
been.
I think you're arguing. I think you're arguing with yourself a little bit. Like you're kind of alluding to needing there to be a little bit more flair and stuff, but also saying, no, I just want to see like more intensity too from the same guys.
Well,
Like
in the past,
I think
again,
it needs to be a marriage of both. Is what I'm saying. Like you need more
yeah,
creativity, and we'd
yeah.
like to see the stars have that creativity and care about it and be hype about it at the same time. Like we need kind of the marriage of both.
I
If
guess
you're not just
also,
gonna get the best dunkers in the world, like you're saying.
yeah, but they don't need to be the best in the world, but they just
Yeah.
do need to add a little bit more than what's been given so far, and then the hype around it as well. Folks need to get up for also it's yeah, when you start grabbing G League guys and people that we don't know, even when the dunks are good, people are like, oh, I don't know who you are, so we don't celebrate. But it's hard to
Maybe,
rally
but we
around folks.
we haven't fully seen it either. I mean, some kind of Mac because he's kind of is a two-way player, but
Well,
we
for
haven't really
example,
seen
even
him fully
yesterday,
dive
like
into
Jacob Toppin had a nice dunk in the first round. People thought he should have outscored Jalen, but he didn't get the points for it because
Hey, some of that's on the judges too. Some of them
like
judges are
whatever. So yeah, there's just a lot to be adjusted in that, and there'd be more conversation at some point. Ain't the end of the world. We don't even have so deep combo about it, but at some point, definitely we could revisit it. And yeah, I think that there are ways that we can get stars in it without them feeling like there's pressure on them to have to go out and be the best. I think Ant Edwards said, all I really can do I got my in-game dunks. I'm the most creative. But like your in-game dunks would already be better than what we've been seeing. So if you just bring that intensity because guys come in and don't bring the hype with them. I think that's what it's supposed to be about. So yeah,
I think grabbing guys like that who are more high flyers too, like respectfully, I love Jaime Jaquez, but I never understood from the moment you said he was in the contest why he was in the contest. Like great player. You don't even think of him as a good like in-game dunker either.
Right.
Like he's more of a low to the floor type guy. Like he can dunk, yes, but and he did his thing in the contest, but it wasn't anything crazy to see. You know, like it's more like awe-inspiring when you see the short guys who are high flying acts, but even the bigger guys that can really get up. So that's why we are begging for LeBron to do it when he was in his prime, or begging for Zion to do it, because we see they have like generational type athleticism. Getting more guys like that to agree to do the contest, I think would do wonders for it. Because when you got Zach LaVine to do it, it was great. But I guess it's a matter of getting those guys, as you said, maybe making it less of a pressure thing, but getting the actual superstars who we see as high flying acts every year actually to do the contest.
Yeah, do that, or just have Taylor Rooks be the judge, and I think that'll get everybody up.
Who?
Taylor Rooks be the judge.
I mean, you think that would have made Jalen dunk better?
I mean,
he was the one capping in front of her, saying he'd have about 5 or 6 championships. So maybe that's take out Dominique Wilkins and put in Taylor Rooks.
No, who was that one dude that we didn't know from Indiana? Respectfully, who was that one judge last night?
There was
Frank
2
Jones, I think it was.
But yeah,
I was like, man, come on, man. I don't know why they don't have the former contest winners recently be the recent judges. Let Aaron Gordon sit there and be a judge this year. Let Zach LaVine. No, he's injured. I don't matter. He's in the chair. You could be there and be a judge. So they should have
Drewski be a judge. He's there every year.
Right. But some celebrity judge in there who they kind of do. So yeah, they gotta get back to that, and I think the hype will follow. So we'll see about that as things go on. That was the dunk contest side of it. Did you catch any of the rest of it? Any thoughts on anything else that went on Saturday?
Yeah, like I was saying, the 3-point shootout I thought was cool. It was competitive. They had to do like a whole bonus round because 4 guys tied at 26. So I mean, I think it just spoke to a testament to how like great of shooters we have in this league now, like how good the skill is now, how far the game has come. Steph being a major part of that in terms of the 3-point shooting in the actual games, but just how far the talent level has come in terms of 3-point shooting, and not just guards. You had big men, Lauri Markkanen and Kat as well, hanging in right there with the guards. So it was a fun contest for sure. And the fact that you mentioned Sabrina and Steph, like Sabrina hit 26 just like a bunch of those other guys did as well. So she was right up there with them.
And then to that point, as we kind of alluded to earlier, Kenny, man, you gotta just let them cook, please. I don't know what he was talking about the whole night. He was off with all his takes, and sometimes
Kenny was drinking.
And we kind of see him as the level-headed guy amongst one of the level-headed guys amongst the TNT cast. Sometimes when he swings and misses bad. And it seemed like all night he was coming out with takes that just were not hitting the mark as he thought they were. Talking about how if Sabrina would back up, would have had the WNBA lines that she would have won the good win. It's like, no, she could be on par. She hit 26 already from the guy's side. So trying to move her up, trying to even the playing field is not the evening that you think it is. So they're again, to just the point about folks maybe not getting their own way sometimes with this weekend. I think that definitely played its part. But salute to her. Excited to see who they bring along with her next year and things. And definitely will be still tuned in to this kind of stuff as it goes on in the NBA. So that's the good side of it.
To that point about the host, I mean, we've seen like what was it? What was that app? Was it Triller? That was kind of like TikTok. So. Yeah. When they were hosting like the boxing events or the fighting events, and they had like the celebrity like on the mic as well too. Like they had Snoop Dogg doing some of the commentating. Like maybe bringing in like a celebrity or comedian, whatever, as someone to be on the mic with like Reggie Miller and Kenny, or instead of one of them if they're going to be hating the whole time. But something like that to bring more comedy and liveliness like to the broadcast as well too, like could maybe be something that they could do.
They're slowly starting to put Draymond into that TNT seat more and more, and he had not more and more, but Draymond had his moment with the crew, and just saying that they could have times where they maybe even, I don't know, have some of the guys be analysts for a day. We see that they're all getting into the media space now themselves. This can be a test run for them in a way where they can sit down next to somebody and talk about their guys as things go on. So there's definitely ways to play around with it. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it evolves. I kind of alluded to it earlier. Did you like the court and how they tried to implement that this year?
Yeah, like the kind of like the digital court that they were doing. Yeah, I thought that was cool. And like they had the like Jaime, it seemed like Jaime used it the most probably, where it had like the different like Mexican players like that are in the league and had the Mexican flag pop up and everything. And then but yeah, it was cool like how it kind of transitioned to whatever the players wanted. Kenny was hating on everything, man. He was like, so what exactly is the Mexican relation here? And Reggie Miller's like, Kenny. Like
he's like, yo, put the drink down. On.
Yeah, I think that was Embiid who tweeted, right? It was like Kenny was drinking. It was clear Kenny was on one. He was hating from the jump when the broadcast started. I think the TNT crew had like made some jokes about like why was Kenny even in the dunk contest or whatever. And from that point on, he was hating on everything.
And yeah, also he's retired that one dunk contest line, the ladies and gentlemen, wherever he was that one line said.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Come on.
Hey, it was a great line when he actually did it, but
the first time that he hit was good, cool. But after that, you can relax. Use every dunk contest.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Let go. But no, definitely cool stuff. Back to the court. Would you want to see them implement the court like full time at any point, or you think that's just a one-off all-star game kind of thing?
That's too much, too gimmicky when you start to do that a little bit too much. But for like special occasions like this, I think it's cool.
Yeah. You think that's the next step for the in-season tournament?
What, bringing in the court, like the digital court?
That's the next step. That's the next evolution, maybe. Instead of having the trophy court, they have the glow court, or however you want to call it.
I mean, maybe because I'm sure that there will be some tweaks to the in-season tournament. I feel like they had a good product there. It felt like it just ended too quickly. Like that feels like in a distant past now.
Right.
So I'm sure there will be some tweaks to it. I don't know if the digital court is gonna do anything for that, but I mean, I like some of the courts that they had. Some of them were a bit of an eyesore. Like the Lakers' yellow court was a little bit much for me, but
exactly.
Yeah, we'll see.
For sure. So yeah, that was just some of the stuff that we saw. Also, something that was funny was the skills competition, and Scotty Barnes kind of held you in the whole way through, and people were talking about how he was
Anthony Edwards like shooting with his left hand.
He says he's gonna shoot all left hand today in the game too. So we'll see how that plays out. But to our point about guys not caring anymore, it doesn't help when the young guys come in and they truly don't care either. Yeah, you got him doing his thing, and Scotty just throwing the ball behind his head and doing all kinds of stuff. Just a complete lack of any care for this weekend. It makes it hard at times for folks to tune in as they like. But yeah, either way, fun stuff. And we're gonna talk about evolution and all of that. But just looking at just the weekend, would you want to see them bring back anything that they had before?
We've talked about it multiple times, but just like the variation of the skills challenge where they had like the WNBA player and like the legend in it too. Like I thought that was really cool content. I don't know why they stopped that. Honestly, they only did it like maybe once or twice. But I thought that was a cool one because the one they do now is fine, but I thought that was like a cool wrinkle to the skills challenge. I think the last couple of years they've had like a team that's like from the home team. So like the Pacers like won it this time with like Halliburton and Turner and was it Mathurin? But I think like bringing that where you include the WNBA more, like they did a little bit, put Sabrina on a grand stage for the WNBA, kind of as an ambassador. More events like that are inclusive to the WNBA because I mean we've talked about how great women's college ball has been this year and kind of been the better show than the men's, but we've talked about how we can like support the women's game more, and I think that's a great way to do it at the All-Star break. And it's a way that like you talked about like evening the playing field, like when you have like shooting competitions and stuff like that, it's like a less divisive thing between the men and women where like it doesn't matter, like Sabrina said, if you can shoot, you can shoot. It doesn't matter like what your gender is there. There's no physical advantage there. If you can hoop, you can hoop. If you can shoot, you can shoot. So stuff like that, where you can get the women's game more involved and get them on a platform to where they can, at a certain point, start making better money, because like that's going to be a discussion for a while. Start making stuff that's on par with like what the men do and that kind of thing. So,
the NBA being as big as it is at this point, and being tied with WNBA should find ways, and just being a celebration of basketball should find ways to also weekend being a celebration of basketball should find ways to include women more into it. And they've done it a little bit with the skills challenge before. They're doing it, bringing Sabrina in, and I think they could do even more as things go along. So I think that definitely is a good idea. Rock with you with that, and very excited to see how this thing's going to evolve. Now, if you go on to today and going on to All-Star, the game that's going to be going on tonight, they obviously have their interview with some of the guys at their press conferences before the game today, and obviously we saw what LeBron said. What do you think about him saying that he's not sure he's going to have a farewell tour during this final year, whenever that comes?
Hey, this man refuses to stop lying. Just pathological liar here, LeBron James, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, he's not just gonna like ride off into the sunset and not let it be celebrated at all. One, it doesn't even make sense. Like, even if it wasn't LeBron, like an arguable all-time great, like you have to celebrate that dude before he's leaving. Like, you can't just act like it's what Paul Pierce or whatever when Draymond was like, you thought you were gonna it's not the same. You can't just let him walk out the door and like not celebrate that man who's the all-time leading scorer and the arguable greatest player of all time. Regardless of if he wants it or not, the league is going to celebrate this man, and we know he wants it. Like, this dude has called himself the GOAT for a couple years now. Something that no one else has done in the history. He's called himself the GOAT. So we know that you like the shine. He said, "I'm not."
Every time he wins now, he's like, "I want my respect." I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. Like, it's there. You have it.
Right? So for him to say, like, I'm not someone who like takes like celebrating myself well, like, stop it, bro. Yeah, please stop, man. Like, we know you want it. We know you want your flowers, and you deserve them, honestly. So stop.
Yeah. So he just will get that. I thought it was funny how he tried to play it off. Honestly, I think he should just embrace it at this point. Like you said, we've already kind of known him to be maybe not boisterous, but he has been just accepting of his space that he's in at this point. To be like, hey, we're not. I don't know when it's gonna come, but when it does, I'll let y'all know, and we can get this thing popping as we need it to be. So I think he should embrace it rather than trying to run from it, because we all know what the truth is, that it's bound to happen. As you said, just about with the magnitude of the player that he is for this league globally and all. So we'll see how that happens. He also gave a subtle hint that he might not. He said he does want to. I don't want to fully paint it that way, but he said that he wants to stay with the Lakers. He sees that it can play out that way, or hopefully if it plays out that way. Do you see any scenario where he ends up going up somewhere else to end his career, or you think he's going to finish up here in LA for sure?
I believe him when he says that, like, he wants to stay a Laker, just because that is like one of the big market teams. He's been here. When he said 6 years, I was like, damn, it's crazy that it has been 6 seasons already. He's been here a good portion of his career now. And I believe him that he would want to remain a Laker. I just think like he does still care about competing for titles. So it's ultimately going to come down to like where he feels he can best do that. And so I could see him. I think we talked about last episode, like a couple spots I could see is Cleveland, of course, going back home. New York, if he wants to go to the big market because he loves playing in Madison Square Garden. And the Lakers. Like, I don't really see teams beyond those three, to be honest. So it's very real possibility that he remains a Laker. I feel like he might like want to retire a Cav. Like, I don't know that he necessarily like
season with the Cavs, or
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he plays a full season with the Cavs, but I feel like he might want to retire a Cav, you know. But I mean, we'll see. My question after he was capping about those other ones, I would have asked him if he finished the autobiography of Malcolm X. Like, can we get a report of how you like the book?
Can we get a book update? Not on that book, hey. What's the last book you read? Just let him talk.
Exactly. Yeah. Just let him keep capping for the cameras because he clearly loves to do
it. Yeah, that's gonna be great. So yeah, we'll see about that. There was something interesting that got folks a little riled up. I think we had our jokes for sure about it. But yeah, looking forward to see how he does. You think he plays a lot in the game today?
I saw, because I was doing a little FanDuel lineup. I saw that he's gonna have like a
you did a what on the All-Star game?
Hey, it's FanDuel, it's daily fantasy. We're starving here. There's not a game till Thursday, man. There's not a game till Thursday. I'm starving.
Get help.
Hey, it's not Prize Picks. I deleted that app swiftly after the Super Bowl. I was like, hey, y'all not gonna keep taking my money, man. It's they'll be stealing. But yeah, I saw that he's on like a slight minutes restriction for this game. So
yeah,
I don't know if that affects things, but he's usually one of the few players that like takes it seriously from start to finish in the All-Star game. So
right.
I don't know, but I mean, I think if it's limited minutes, I think he's gonna play hard. But that, as you see there, that Western Conference team is loaded. The Western Conference is loaded, but it should be a good game. It should be a good game. I think the East has some top dogs in their own right, but that West is stacked.
Yeah, the West for sure is stacked though. So gonna be a fun one. We'll be sure to be tuned in a little while when we get underway. I think it starts at 5, so we won't stay on much long today. We're trying to do a chill stream just for those that want to check in with us. But yeah, definitely gonna be a good one. Hope he gets a little bit of run. Kawhi on our Clippers side says he's gonna play a little bit too. I know he was out at least the last one, I believe it was, before the All-Star break. Yeah. So getting him back running a little bit today will be nice to see. And
they said Jokic was ruining the picture.
Right. But yeah. Hopefully Ant don't go left hand the whole game for real and plays good, because we've seen at times in the past, a couple of years, like right after that year after Kobe passed, where we had the score marker and all that kind of stuff, and they were wearing the Kobe jerseys and all of that. That they had that real good All-Star game where they fought to the wire. Anthony Davis had to hit the free throws to win it. I hope they put the energy into it a little bit to maybe not get to that level, because that I think has moment for a reason. But get even close to it, I think it could save this weekend for folks that say it was a little bit boring.
What do you think? What do you think about them going back to East versus West?
I definitely appreciate that. And while folks were kind of mad, still I actually like these jerseys too. I think the format is right as it is. The draft definitely was fun for a couple of years, but we definitely know the Eagles got a little bruised in it. So maybe once Bron is gone and he no longer is the obvious captain every year, I can get somebody else in there that'll make it more interesting, because we won't fully know what to expect. But for that, I think that time has passed, and I'm cool with it just being this for right now. Who do you think gets MVP tonight?
I was just about to ask that next question. Like I say, it's got to be someone that like takes it seriously from start to finish. Typically a starter. Like I'm kind of thinking maybe KD.
I was lucky thinking that too. I was lucky thinking the same thing.
He's quietly had like an MVP type season. It's just the Suns haven't been great. But he's been dominant as ever offensively. And I think him as a starter, he's a bucket getter. Right. And LeBron maybe being on a bit of a restriction. I think it's going to be one of those guys. So my vote's KD out of the West. Yeah.
Every once in a while, or you say he's been having a quiet MVP-esque type season for the Suns this year, and been playing great. And though the narrative online is folks try to diminish what he's done, every once in a while you look at him like, oh yeah, I remember why we saw him as the potentially second best of this era and whatever. So he still has it in him too, even from his own injuries that he's dealt with in the past, and playing great. So yeah, he put up a good one. Or we might see everybody just say, you know what, we ain't gonna do a whole lot. We've been having a whole lot of guys put up big numbers. Luka, let's go and let you go push for 70 plus again and see that. That's possible also.
If it was like a regular game, yeah. But Luka is one that like doesn't take it too seriously from the last couple of seasons I've seen. Like he's just kind of like having fun out there, throwing lobs and whatever. But it seems like he's not the guy that like really goes for it in those games. It was like it's typically like LeBron and Giannis are like playing hard like most of the game, and then other guys kind of fall in line later.
Right.
Steph too, but Steph's not even starting this game. That's why I wouldn't say him. It's like one of the few times in a while that Steph hasn't started the All-Star game. I think it's like Shea and Luka, right?
Correct.
But so it'll be cool to see Shea like in his first All-Star game too. See what he can do. But yeah, I tend to lean the vets. So I think I'm gonna stick with KD. Who else we got on the Eastern Conference side?
I'm trying to find a picture of it right now. Let me see.
Because I know like the top dog, like Embiid got replaced, and then Giannis, Halliburton, Dame.
I don't know if this is the full. I don't know what this is.
Hold Tatum. Donovan Mitchell, Bam, Trae Young, Brunson. Yeah, the West is definitely better than the East. I'll say that.
Yeah, got some good guys on this side too. They can put up a good fight for sure. Dame, Brunson, Trae, Scotty. Not as many bigs. Obviously, they got Giannis there, of course, but Paolo, Bam, Jason. So they can put up a good fight. They can get out run if they want to start running a little bit. That could help them a lot.
They got a lot more younger guys too.
Yeah, a lot of young guys. It's flipped for sure. Usually the young guys in the West are doing the thing. Now it's all the youth is on the East side. So we'll see how they play. Hopefully Scotty's not playing around as much as he was in the skills challenge. And it should be a good fight for sure though. We're gonna check it out in a minute.
Yeah, for sure. It should be a fun game. But just look at the discrepancy between the two teams. It feels like it's a Western Conference night.
I was trying to the comments said like no aura or something like that on the side. I had the same. No, zero aura.
Zero aura in the room. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the same as the last one. Sorry. They'll get there though.
Happy to see Brunson get that call because he's been great.
Right.
Paolo, Maxey get the nod. But yeah, it's clear. I mean, this kind of reflects the two conferences, right? Because the West is clearly the more dominant competitive conference this year. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. You think the champion out the East, though?
Who, the what?
The finals champ comes out the East, you think?
Oh, just for the regular season? I think it's still Boston.
You think Boston wins this year is what I'm trying to say? Or do you think the winner of the finals is going to be from the West?
Oh, winner of the finals? I think the winner of the finals is from the West.
Got it.
Yeah. I think the Nugs still, but like between the Nugs and the Clippers. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Porzingis probably got a little snubbed here. Like it feels like the Celtics probably should have had three in here.
Sure.
Not Derek White. Derek White was not snubbed.
Thank you. We got this.
Yeah. Feels like the Celtics could have had a third in here. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's clear who kind of runs the league right now. The West does, but the East has the young up and coming talent that could surprise some people. But yeah, in terms of who's coming out of the East, like Doc Rivers is already showing his impact with the Bucks, and I think they're gonna get things together.
I wanted to come in after the All-Star break, but they want me to come in now. So it's like, bro, like
he's already been passing the blame off. I've seen it multiple times, doing what he does best. But yeah, I think that show crumbles. They might win a round or two, but I think that crumbles under Doc Rivers for the Bucks and the Celtics. Yep. They got a great five. They just got to be healthy.
Correct.
And yeah, I think they come out of the East.
Yeah. It's the same thoughts. Just want to get a quick take on that. So yeah, that's really it today. We want to just do a quick chill stream. Honestly, you have anything else you wanted to get to, topic wise?
No, not topic wise. If you want to do like an I Call game or
I was gonna pull those up next, but yeah, just want to get those.
Who are these Caucasian women? Are these mothers of players?
I'm not sure. I put up on Twitter. I'm not sure who they were. I'm sure they have some kind of Indiana tie. I assume talking to
maybe
there, but yeah, I don't know beyond that.
Yeah.
As for today with the grids, as we get out of here already, we can get to these games. There's this one, but there's no All-Star. I went to an All-Star one. This one does not have it. But the I Call game today is this.
Oh, you got
Lakers Clippers.
That was when Blake dunked on Powell.
Clippers. Away is Lakers. I got it without having to scramble this time. Oh, he's laughing at me trying to find the pictures. The year would have to be 2013. Oh no, because that's no, it's less than before that. That's Bynum right there.
Yeah, Bynum's still there.
How? That's Ron. That's Meta right there. So, 2011.
That feels right.
Oh, 2012. I guess 2012 was right. All right, and before 2012. All right. Yeah, dang, Blake. That was a good time right there. Blake was getting up like that. All right.
That was Lob City era.
Yep. The coaches were was that Phil still?
Yeah, Phil Jackson. And who would have been the Clippers coach? That's not still like Del Negro, is it? It's like a little after that.
Oh, was it?
Well, I'm just trying to remember who was like the Lob City coach.
Oh, wait. Del Negro was right, but the Lakers was wrong?
Oh, you guessed it?
Yeah. It bumped off. Was that D'Antoni? Was that the first D'Antoni year?
2012. I'm trying to remember like the history of like Phil. 2012.
It was Phil, and it was oh, was it no, it wasn't Bayer, not
no, because with Bynum and Powell and
yeah, I could have swore that was only him.
Right. I mean, like that when they lost to Dallas, like in the first round or whatever, and Bynum clotheslined Barea. Like I thought, like Phil Jackson was still the coach. I thought that was like the last year of like that nucleus, but I get maybe D'Antoni.
It would have to be the one of the two, right? There's nobody else in the middle of that, unless it was like.
Yeah, because Mike Brown didn't coach those.
It was Mike Brown.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Wow. All right. Well,
I didn't remember Mike Brown coaching like Bynum and Powell.
Yeah, we should get a bunch of these. All right, Blake Griffin was on there. DeAndre. I think that was a Chris Paul year, correct?
Yeah, it had to be.
Caron Butler was on there.
Matt Barnes.
I think I saw Matt Barnes. Maybe on Lakers. Maybe you can see. That's Caron. That's DeAndre. That's Blake.
Is Redick there?
JJ would be there. Nope.
Oh.
Was Jamal Crawford there?
Probably.
No. What the hell? What team is this?
Damn, 2012. I guess that was 12 years ago. It's kind of hard to remember now. Let's see.
Pictures don't do shit for us. Is that a Wesley
Matthews?
Johnson? Nope. All right, we'll go Lakers then. All right. So Kobe,
Powell, Bynum,
Powell, Bynum. What did you do? Meta. Was Lamar still there?
Lamar's probably on one of these teams. Probably. You could try it. He might have been on Dallas at this time. I don't know.
It possibly. All right, now come on now. Oh, we should have saw Mike Brown. He was standing right there. All right.
Oh yeah.
Was that Soccer sitting there? Who's the ball hit over there? Or Steve Blake?
No,
maybe?
Steve Blake. It looks like maybe.
That was a fun time. Steve Blake. Yep. Was Jordan Hill? Was that his name? Jordan Hill? Was Jordan Hill? No. Was that?
I don't really remember this team that well.
Was that Ronnie Turioff year? Nope. Was that a?
Who else was in the 2012? Like it's like Farmar still there? Like, is it like those guys? Like,
Nope. Was Nick Young already there?
Like Shannon Brown?
Nope. Dang, who was on these teams? All right, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more.
Okay. We should be able to get a fifth Clipper. Who would have played?
I could have swore Jamal Crawford or
right.
One of them guys. I could have swore was there.
Damn, this is bad. Both LA teams. We can't.
Pulling our card right now. Lamar's not there. Shannon Brown not there. Jordan Farmer's not there. Nick Young's not there. Steve Blake is there. Who else is on this?
That's kind of throwing me off that Steve Blake's there with this team. I thought he was on the like really bad Lakers teams.
Yeah, he stayed through it.
Yeah. It was a short rotation, only 8 guys and 9 guys from each team too. Who would have played? Who would have been a fifth like starter on the Clippers if it wasn't one of Crawford or Redick?
It's gonna be some like hell random. Like just there's no picture to help either, so I'm fully stuck. To be honest with you, I can't even put it together as I need to. Well, there's 5 guys on the court right now, so.
Is there for the Clippers?
Oh my God! Is it was Batum? No, not Batum. He was on the. No, it's not Batum.
All
right,
not that time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, Chris Paul potentially over here.
Yeah.
Blake, DeAndre, Karan. Who's this? Is this
Who is that? Who are you thinking of?
I see his face. I don't think it's not him, but.
Oh, that's not a Flalo.
No, it's oh my God, what's his name?
Who are you thinking of?
I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
Like what team? What teams did he play for?
Who else did he play for? He might have. Was it like I think it's Randy? Is like Foy?
Oh,
Randy Foy. All right, there you go. deep grab right there. Oh my God!
All right, now we can hit a bang now because we're drawing blanks.
Oh my God!
All right, see all players.
Oh, Matt Barnes on the Lakers.
Oh, he's on the Lakers. Okay.
Josh Roberts.
Oh, and Young and Nick Young was on
the Oh my God. Eric Bledsoe was over there. Should realize that. So be it. Fun times. Bobby Simmons was getting that. But so be it. Last shot. You know who won this game?
I think the Clippers won.
Still try Kobe out of respect. Nope. All right.
out of respect.
Let's try
CP. Go CP.
CP. Nope. Matt Barnes. All right. Whatever. We'll take it. 80%. Whatever. So be it. Good stuff though. Got LA teams in there. Lastly, crossover grid says All-Star. So we try this All-Star.
Okay, cool.
So it has All-Star. Has NBA All-Star, 5-time All-Star.
It has no aura. no aura with no logos.
Right. Second round pick, top 10 pick. All right. And we got, you want to go unlimited guesses or you want to go 9?
Go 9.
All right. So All-Star, that was a top 10 pick. Who's a random name we can pull? We can pull a Trae Young. We pull a Luka. We can go back. We can pull AI. We can pull a who's a random top 10 pick.
Well, they had to be an all-star though. It can't be too random.
I know.
Yeah.
Pull a Melo, a D Wade. I can't think of recently. I'm blanking on draft picks all of a sudden. But yeah, any of those.
You can do Trae.
There we go. 1%. Great.
Yeah.
All right. 5-time All-Star, top 10 pick. We can put Kobe in one of these boxes.
5+. You can put Kobe there.
It's gonna be high.
I think that's the only. Wait. I think that's the only place you can put him, right?
Right.
Yeah.
High plus top. Wait, he wasn't top 10, was he? Was he like 13?
That's for a second. I was like, they're gonna pull our card, but that's what I was debating. Like, was he top 10?
Maybe not. All right, he was. No. All right. So 5-time All-Star,
96 draft. Yeah, I'm blanking if he was top 10 or not.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why I'm blanking. I think lucky he went.
For some reason, I'm thinking 8, but like that's also his number too. So I'm probably like misremembering. He might have been 13.
What other names you could think of? There's the big names, obviously.
5+. Has Luka been an All-Star 5 times now?
Has it been 5 years?
It might have been, honestly.
19. I think this might be his 5th one this year.
Might be his 5th, yeah.
I'm not going to do it just yet. Top 10 pick again. I said names before: the AIs, the Mellows. Wasn't Barkley a top 10 pick to go back? We can use one of them. A guy like that, Barkley. Magic.
You can use Barkley.
Charlie Barkley. Yep, 0.9. We'll take that. Only 1 or 2 All-Star appearances, but also was a top 10 pick. That could be who are these young guys? This is the first. Is it there?
Was Booker top 10?
This is only the second one? And Loki, no, he went 13 also. He went late.
He went late?
Okay. Yeah.
I know he's only been
Jalen's first, or is this Jalen's first All-Star appearance?
It's his second or third. Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's the second or third. I don't know if it's second. It might
be. Loki, would D'Lo work for this?
Top 10 pick. Yeah.
He's only had 1 appearance, right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. 1%. Keeping it low. Good scores. All right. Second round pick.
D'Lo in there.
Yeah, of course. NBA All-Star second round pick.
The rarity score looking immaculate right now.
Yep. Jokic is an obvious name. Who else went late?
Second round pick, All-Star. Who's the second round pick with 5+?
Yeah, my God. Second round pick with only 1 or 2. Hella random. Was didn't Drummond make it 1 year?
I'm sure he.
And wasn't he a second round pick?
I actually don't. I don't know well enough on Drummond. I can't help you there.
All right, we'll come back to that role. Let's go to number 1 NBA final.
I was going to ask if Ginobili was ever an All-Star, because I know he was more of a 6 man, but I think he was a.
He may have gotten in 1. Was he second round pick?
If he was like a 1 or 2 All-Star appearances guy.
Yeah. We can come back to that. Let's go with number 1 finals though. Okay. NBA All-Star, number 1 final. Of course, there's a long list of those. Yeah. But picking wise, there's the Tatum. I just thought Tatum. You want to just put Tatum?
I feel like it'll probably be high, but
all right. We can put Jaylen Brown, who also be on that team.
Yeah, just list the Celtics.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's go high. Didn't Jimmy Butler go late in the draft?
Probably.
And he's been in like 5 All-Star games, hasn't he?
I don't know, actually. Because like he's like tends to miss a lot of games throughout the year and everything. Like he's not an All-Star this year either,
But he's been in the league for like at least like not at least, but he's been in the league like 10 years, right?
But he hasn't really been a superstar that whole time either.
Dang. All right. Not Jimmy Butler then.
Never won an NBA Finals. Pick Chris Paul. He'll be high though.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, I cheated because that threw me off. But Jimmy Butler has 6 All-Stars.
Oh, 6, okay. Who you do?
Yeah.
He made the cut. You want to put him?
Wait, when he get drafted though? I didn't see that part.
He's out of Marquette. I don't think he was a high draft pick, but
30th overall. So
that's first round. That's first round. He barely made the
cut. But he would count for never won a final, so we can put him in one of the bottom ones, 5+.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
That picture always kills me.
All right, 1 or 2 All-Star appearances, never won a finals. I don't think Jalen has 3. That seems wrong to me.
Hey man, you can do it. You can do it. I know you want to get some Celtics hate in there.
You have any other suggestions?
Like I said, I thought of Booker, right? Because he's only been it a couple times. But maybe he's been more. He might have been 3 too. So I don't know.
Yeah, come on now.
Only 1 or 2. I don't. Do the guys that are first time All Stars this year count? Does it say?
I don't think so. I don't think it has any yet. Because technically they haven't appeared in the game yet because the game's today. That's my thought. So I'm not gonna try it yet. We gotta get out of here because this game's starting right now. I'm gonna just put Jalen. That's all I can think of right now. I'm blinking, and it works. 3%. We'll take it. Never won a finals and only 1 All-Star. Devin Booker has more than 1. Oh wait, it doesn't say 1 time. It just says NBA All-Star.
Yeah.
So that could be anybody.
You can put him there. You can put Booker there.
You want to get your Chris Paul hit in or no?
Nah, that one would be high. I know Chris Paul would be high.
Devin Booker.
Right there.
There you go. 1.1. All right, we're real low. We're under 10% still. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, we're like right on the border, like 9% maybe because of that 0.8. All right. Second round pick. That's an all-star. All I can think of is Jokic. I know Giannis went late. I think he went late in the first round. He was like middle of the pack first round, I thought.
Yeah, he was the first round, I think.
That Anthony Bennett year. Which is crazy. He went after Anthony Bennett, but whatever.
Was Isaiah Thomas, was he an all-star? Like the most recent Isaiah Thomas.
That's a good one. I think he's got 1.
Yeah.
During that damn near MVP year.
You want to try him for? Oh, I was gonna say you want to try him for only 1 or 2 All-Star appearances.
Well, too late now. Yeah. We got to figure it out now. 5+ appearances. I can't think of names that went late in these drafts.
Because Jokic hasn't been an All-Star 5 times, huh? I'm just trying to think, like, because he's been an MVP, 2-time MVP,
2-time.
But the couple years before that,
that's true.
Like, when was his like breakout? Kind of. I think he's like right there. He might have 5. Like, he might be right at 5.
I cheated. He also got 6.
He got 6. Okay.
6 also.
I could put Jokic in the middle.
Okay. Now Jokic. That's crazy to play him first.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure folks got sniped on that by accident. Like, what? That's him. All right. Dang, 86%. Yeah, whatever.
Of course. Yeah. Everybody's thinking of him.
Yeah, second round pick. Only 1 All-Star appearance. I can't think of draft picks at all right now. So
I'm going to cheat and see if Ginobili was 1.
I'm just typing a random draft class. 2013.
Manu Ginobili, 2-time All-Star.
Oh, okay. You've been saying Manu this whole time, so we're just going to try it. That'll do it. All right, and we out of here. So got that done. LeBron and I guess Ant would have counted. This is his first one, isn't it?
Second. I think he was there last year.
All right. Isaiah, Tyrese Halliburton. This is his second.
Yes, I think it's the second. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, whatever. All right. So good stuff there. Excited for the All-Star game that's getting underway right now. As we get out of here, we might as well just pull up the game and see what the score is and go from there.
Probably hasn't actually started the game yet.
Oh, it hasn't?
Like, because they do all the introductions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that takes a minute.
Starts at 5, so it's not on yet. So as it's underway, we'll get out the way so y'all can tap into it and see what's going on there. For those that were in the stream, appreciate it. We'll have an official episode coming up over the next couple of days. I know folks have tomorrow off because it's a holiday. So we might get in on Monday, it might be Tuesday, but either way, we'll be back. Talk more real about All-Star Weekend in full. We'll have some more updates on LA sports important things and just continue to go on with our show as we do. So appreciate all of that. Make sure you follow LA Sports Report. Appreciate y'all for being in here. Any last word from you, Alex, as we get out of here?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, that'll be it. We'll try to get active more on social media and things. That's something we had in mind for some time. So make sure you tap into our TikTok and IG and Twitter. That's all tagged below as well. And yeah, we'll see y'all again real soon, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Deuces.